Question number 7. Has COVID caused your team to reprioritize the function of the IS team in order to support the nurses practicing on the floors?
I will say it's not really been an impact directly to nursing practice or the care of patients. Downstream, absolutely, because we're doing other things. But our team had to mobilize when all of this, got last March. I was pulled in to a tent with like 30 people, project
Wow.
managers and people from the lab, people from the health information management team, everybody from every department pulled in to brainstorm quickly, figure out how to set up a COVID testing process. We needed to get the community, we needed to get staff that, you heard a lot about those COVID tents, that they set up outside and all of that. Well, we still had to run electricity out to those tents. We had to set up a whole process in registration, the online app on your phone, so you could ask for an appointment and get registered ahead of time. And then you could just show up in your car and show them your app and they would scan it. You were registered. Wow. Pull up the lab order so that they could swab you, print out a sticker, put it on there, verify your information, and then put it somewhere so someone could pick it up and take it to the lab. All of that had to be worked out, every single step. The actual swabs, the name of the test, if it was going to the Department of Health, if it was going to, our hospital, Penn State Health, was Hershey specifically, was designated as a CDC site. So we followed CDC guidelines. Department of Health kind of murkied the waters a little bit. So there was a lot of changes in the order names. We had to keep communicating that out to the doctors. As they got inundated with all those samples, we were sending some out, but then they ordered equipment in. So we had to quickly prioritize them for inpatients. Of course, they come to the hospital because they need, attention. So we want to run those a little faster than the community ones. They were driving up to the tent. Everyone just threw in the air all their other work and, jumped into that, figuring it all out. And then after, it literally was like 4 weeks of just focusing heads down on that. And then we kind of pulled back, just had key people in those roles. Hershey ends up, I think we processed 12,000 specimens. Yeah, so it's the housekeeper, because there's certain times that when a patient leaves a room and it has to dwell. So in other words, they leave the room, you shut the door, you don't touch anything. Everything kind of settles down. So there's different guidelines that came out from the CDC, Department of Health. And so the housekeepers were like, oh, I gotta turn over this bed. Nope, don't touch anything. So we had to figure out, what do you do? Put a piece of tape on the door saying didn't dwell till 11:18. Dealing with that, because we tried to use technology, that teletracking system, to help us communicate quickly and easily to everyone, the nurses, the housekeepers, everybody. We've had to be extremely flexible. That's the other part of the job that I love. You learn something every day. It's stimulating and it's very interesting.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Not everyone works in acute care, so that also provides insight of what's happening on the ground too. So that's great for them to hear about.